Well, what a journey it has been. Here, I sit at the desk where I took the interview call, the Zoom interview, to get my job at an unnamed local secondary school. Merely, don't know, 4 months ago, and what a journey it has been. A year's worth of an experience in a matter of months. The title that I decided to go for this video is obviously slightly clickbaity. It's more complicated than that, and it really dragged on my mind. The school made sure of that, but a dance that I did kicked off a series of events, which got me fired from my job, which is pretty insane and not ideal. But I think the further and further I get away from it, the more I can take the life lessons from it and laugh as well, which I think is always important. I don't take myself too seriously. I don't take life too seriously. I live with, ironically, despite having anxiety, I do live life trying to remember, as Will Varley sung, I'm just a monkey on a rock. And that sometimes rubs people up the wrong way. And it leads to my face not fitting. I've found in life that if people perceive that you care not as much about something that they care very dearly about, particularly in employment, particularly if it's someone higher up than you that's more likely to be more stressed than you, that's probably being shat on from above, they really take great offence. And I think that's maybe what's happened here. They were quite sneaky in their dealings with me, I feel. But anyway, you could be watching this, having heard something slightly different, or having heard not the whole story. And I can only apologise. This is because it was a little touch and go. I was hoping to not have to explain to anyone and to just keep my job and move on with life. But I'm just doing the latter. It was also just a little bit embarrassing. I mean, I stand by the video. It was a slay, but embarrassing and awkward to explain. And I'd rather have moved on to something and got something solid, and then sort of explain with it as a history lesson. But there you go. I can say happily that Mr. Page, he's had a couple job offers already. I'm currently doing, how rude, I haven't told you about myself. I'm currently doing a health and social care certificate with the Open University currently, just like a sort of introductory course, which has really opened my eyes to that as an area of work, which is really what I wanted, to consider other roles, because I do want to help people. Oh, how giving. But yeah, it's what makes me feel good. It's what I want my job to be doing. It is. I feel like that's what I want to do, and I think that's what I'm good at as well, to be honest. I think I particularly do well one-on-one, and I'm good forging relationships with people. In the past, in my old school, which didn't dismiss me, they sort of briefed me about these kids that were like non-verbal, didn't speak to anyone, and I just opened them up and got them chatting, and I really think that's where my strengths lie. But anyway, that is to say that I'm not fully down horrendous, and I'm trying to keep going and keep that PMA that my old head teacher always used to talk about. In the unlikely event that anyone from the tutor group that I took on is watching this, because I haven't been able to talk to anyone about this while it was an employment matter, anyone that I worked with, and then also really extending to the students. I guess I want my official word to be, none of this is your fault. The end of the day, I'm the adult. It was my call. As a child, you're supposed to make mistakes. That's the whole point. Is the learning process. So, yeah, I would not be happy with you putting any blame on yourself. I hope no one's had any crap over this at school. That would upset me, and it's the last thing that I want. Yeah, I mean, it was I think that the buck has got to end with me, really, because like I said, I'm supposed to know better. You don't always, but yeah, I really wouldn't want anyone catching heat over this. Yeah, and I hope I can be remembered for the good things that I did. And if you want to laugh at the dance, laugh at the dance. But yeah, I will never be able to listen to Katy Perry quite the same ever again. Yeah, I think that that tutor group were a great bunch of young people, very energetic and strong, some strong personalities in there. Hard to just do anything, even the register. But and it was a challenge, but I've learnt potentially not for me, controlling a whole classroom of teenagers. Found out the hard way. Maybe a bit more than I could chew. Maybe it's taught me to not be such a yes man. Whatever. But yeah, do appreciate the feedback from every single one of you, and hope you're all doing well. Even an unnamed Andrew Tate fan, sorry for your recent loss with him getting put behind bars, who called my performance in the video the R slur. Still appreciate you. Moving on to what actually happened. God damn, I've already been rambling. But you know, as all the good content creators do, you've got to save the juicy stuff to the later end of the video. Keep you watching, put a couple of mid-rolls in it. But no, it sounds so stupid, and it ended up getting me fired. It is stupid. I think it was hugely blown out of proportion. I was practicing a TikTok dance with my tutor group just because I thought it was harmless fun. Before tutor time started, and someone filmed it. A great discrepancy of the investigation was whether I knew it or not, whether I gave my permission, my consent to have it uploaded. I really, as much as I forced myself to be, I'm not a morning person. I was still very bleary-eyed and brain not connecting at that time in the morning. And obviously I saw the phone was there. I could see myself as I can now. But I basically don't think I considered that I was being filmed and the ramifications of it being uploaded and just I was naive, as I said myself, and as the school kindly chastised me for being. Um, but I still don't think that's a crime. But yeah, either way, um, I didn't give my consent certainly for it to be uploaded, but also I don't blame anyone for uploading it because at the end of the day, it is funny, and you just would, wouldn't you? I'm like thinking back to when I was at school. Of course, I would, because you don't think of like any of the ramifications, and that's fine. You shouldn't have to. You're a child, like, um. But yeah, I did get fired for it, so there you go. But so I could bounce back. However, so that happened. It got uploaded. Unsurprisingly, went all around the school. Um, I'm sweating it. Ooh. Hearing all the rumors, all the chat. Even seeing it myself. Um, and what I really should have done is gone to my boss. My boss was excellent throughout the whole of this, and said that to me. You should just come to me. I really should have done. And that's the other thing. Don't be afraid to tell people when you feel stuff's going out of your control, even as an adult. Um, and yeah, people started getting questions about it. Again, naively, that's like a key word of this whole thing. I assumed that the school was backing me up, which is like actually laughable at this point. They've done absolutely everything but back me up. Um, I thought, oh, okay, uploading a video of a staff member, um, you know, presumably they're going to get in some trouble or whatever, or we'll have a discussion about this and it'll blow over. Oh, how naive I was. I got frog marched to the head's office that Friday. And thought, oh crap. The head that is since, if I had some tea, I'd be sipping it, has since left or is on leave for an unsure amount of time because of personal reasons. Did you have a stressful time? Did you at the tail end of 2022? Was it a little bit stressful for you? Was it? Yeah. Okay. Again, it's like, it's so insane that I had to laugh. Yeah. But part of me, anger is an energy, and part of me was almost spurred on by that because I thought, wow, I've taken a head down with this investigation of little old me. But anyway, yeah. So basically, three heads dealt with this situation. It was just an omni shambles, incompetence through and through the whole thing. Oh, thanks, computer. But anyway, I was told to give in my badge, my ID, sent away for a week. It was only after a week that I got the official letter. They wanted me to come in to collect the letter like it's like a video game quest. Just so stupid. No foresight. I got the letter with the formal allegation, and was told that they were collecting evidence. How it took so long to collect this evidence, I do not know. My God. Someone senior who wasn't the head did this. Lot of love for that person. Wow. I'm at a loss how it took them so long. I obviously felt great throughout this with no worries at all, by the way, so thanks for keeping me waiting. they invited me back into the school on revised duties, which was basically doing admin that my department had put off for literally years, which was fun. All the while, if I ever got seen by a student, it was like dead man walking, and it was like, wait, you're still here? I thought you got fired. Da, 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 da. Also, so something else very pleasant. Thank you for allowing that to happen. The school, shout outs to the management team. Senior leadership really doing its job. That was excruciating. That was like 2 weeks waiting for the meeting. And I was ill for a couple of days. I was ill, but yeah, probably from stress, but maybe not as ill as a previous head, Anyway, not salty about this at all. Got the meeting. By this time, I'd written a fat essay, sort of telling my series of events, just because I was so stressed. Tell me why this is 4,000 words. The longest thing I've ever written. Didn't go to university. Longest thing I've ever written. And yeah, it made some sorry reading, but I just wanted to get it all out there. I was so sick of it being sort of twisted. Like, how was I not approached earlier on? Literally, bearing in mind this had been like almost a month, they hadn't asked me yet what my side of the story was. Anyway, finally sit down with someone from HR and my person that I wanted in, colleague. Very important to have that if you ever get into any employment issues, just so they can sort of have your back and be a third party, make any notes for you. Anyway, they said all this, and asked me some questions that I was expecting, and I gave them my huge written piece, and then continued my admin job. Yeah, in a horrible purgatory for another couple of days, and then a letter got unceremoniously dumped on my desk. It had me scratching my chin. So this is so sneaky from them. I actually hate it. It was a probation review meeting, and I thought, probation review? Like, mine's not due for another 3 months. And then it all clicked together why the first question they asked was how long I'd been working at the school. I was like, these... And I'm not going to swear, but I thought, these sneaky sons of guns, they're trying to push me out the back door. And sure enough, because the allegations went nowhere, they dropped it. So this person at the school had like a month to do their investigations, taken that long to talk to me, got nowhere. So they were trying to call an early probation review, to say that I'd already failed and I'd proved that I couldn't do the job role. And I knew it, and I told this person that I was going to bring into the meeting, and I brought into my previous meeting, and they were like, "Oh no, you're being too negative." But I just knew. I've got a friend who studies employment law. My dog's just fallen off the footstool. And yeah, I remember him first finding out how little power the employee has. Basically, not until you've worked there 2 years. You don't have any clout, any say, and certainly not within your probationary period. And just a little bit of learning, because I'm still an educator at heart. There's no law about probation. It is a company's own policy. They can basically do what they like. And you can't go for unfair dismissal if it's within your probation. Because they could just say, this proves that you aren't fit for the job. Um, so yeah, arguably it was like the easy way out for me, maybe. But I mean, the easiest way would be obviously keeping my job. So, um, yeah, I was incredibly downhearted, and I rang, got some advice, but it sounded like it was a closed case. And the hilarious thing is as well at this point, um, the original head wasn't going to be in the meeting. It was going to be executive head of another school, who'd also previously offered me a job and interviewed me and been delighted with what I had to say, writing in this letter, "We don't think you're appropriate for the role." And I just thought, this is a jerk. Um, so I went in basically with damage control in mind, thinking I've got to start thinking about the future now, and yeah, other jobs, because this is it basically. And unsurprisingly, the meeting was delayed. Oh, technical issues. By the way, the meeting notes from the first meeting that I was in, spelling mistakes. December with an extra letter in it. No, well, oh no, it wouldn't have been. November with like a V or something. We're dealing with people that don't even spell check, don't even check the red squiggly line. That just really felt like a, yeah, salt in the wound. Yeah, how'd you like that, son? We don't care. We really don't care. Um, yeah, that hurt. It felt like they were flicking the V's. Um, so anyway, went into this meeting, and um, yeah, was getting lectured at by someone who barely knows me, and the only thing he knows about me is I'm good enough to get offered a job. Um, with my little dossier, my little written piece printed out on the page, highlighted by them, um, bits that they basically made them go oopsie whoopsie, like this guy's a bit of a silly goose, not sure he's right for this grammar school. Um, and I just I just thought, God damn, they really are clutching at straws. They listed things such as the fact that cover lessons that I've been in were noisy. Be for real. Are you kidding me? Cover lessons are noisy. Only my ones though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, Jan. Um, the fact that I felt somewhat betrayed, they thought was incredibly naive. Um, yeah, they thought I was unaware. They thought I should have expected basically that it to happen to me, to be filmed and whatever. Because phones were in the room, you've got to expect that. You're comically unaware. Um, yeah, it was like blaming, which I just thought was insane. I just thought you provided no training. You were more than happy for me to take that tutor group on because it was just another box ticked. No advice. All I got was the head of year like yelling at them once. No checkups. Yeah, you were just happy that someone was in that room. You didn't give a darn about me, and now you're basically blaming my lack of training, my lack of awareness on me. Like, I just thought, I can't believe this. I was at a loss again. And yeah, at the end of the day, I was just trying to have a laugh and trying to like earn the favor of a group of young people that I didn't at all know, and they didn't at all know me. I thought if I, showed some interest, and the fact that I, could have a laugh, don't take myself too seriously, we could have fun in form. Form's okay. Who cares about form tutor time anyway? My God, as long as you do the register. But no, again, it's going back to this thing. Take themselves very seriously. I don't. So, at the end of the day, they were not happy. So yeah, just let me go on the spot. Failed probation, and they, I mean, that was pretty crushing, because if another job in a similar sort of job area with a similar sort of role, maybe some duties that might cross over, ask them about me, they're gonna say, failed probation because of conduct, which I think you'll all join me in agreeing sounds even worse than what actually happened. And I was speechless. I didn't really know what to go for. So I left honorably. And that was it. I got the letter through, and that was my very quick time with this school, and I couldn't quite believe it, considering how well my last role went, how happy they were with me. And I have contacted them again and asked if they'd have me back, because this is an awkward period. It should be fine once I've got another job under my belt, but you know how it be with the CV. Explaining these 3 months, it's just a little awkward blip in my timeline, and I'm just gonna need to just Tipex it out. Yeah, you heard that. Secondary schools hate Tipex. I said Tipex. Yeah. And just carry on with my life. But it was a real shame. It was dealt with awfully. I don't think that I'm like an angel. I did nothing wrong. And clearly I was too lax, and did let my guard down, and I'm guilty of being a goof, having a gaff. But my God, I felt treated like a criminal. Yeah, it was horrible, tumultuous time. I've been the first video that I ever uploaded to this channel, which might be private because I was like, better private stuff. You work at a school, was about my anxiety, my lack of self-confidence. That was about me in school. So this is about me as a teenager, 10-ish years ago. Finally coming to terms with it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I've come so far since then, but this really dragged me back to those days. Those dark times. My anxiety was awful, and it really affected personal relationships, family relationships. It really was horrible. So thank you so much for dragging me through that. This school. That's really what I think my actions did not at all warrant. I have written some notes down, very limited. But yeah, all that is to say, I'm through it. I'm applying for stuff and looking for new opportunities. I've already had a couple of organizations interested. I'm doing my uni work. I'm doing the gym. Hanging with the dog. I'm trying to stay positive. And wow, what the hell is my life?